Hi everyone, it's Justin, and it may not look like it, but this phone is actually more than just a gaming smartphone. Well, feel ko most of you already had the idea naman din knowing that this is the new Infinix Note 50 Pro Plus 5G. Excited na kami i-review ito kasi it got some huge upgrades from its predecessor. For a phone that's priced at 18K, kabahan yung ibang phones in its range as meron na siyang almost flagship specs and features that we're impressed to see on paper. Keep on watching to know more. Making a big impression, Infinix sent us this massive box featuring their partnership with Call of Duty Mobile. Inside, meron tayo ng mismong box with the phone. Then we also get some merch like this bucket hat, a face cover cloth, this shirt, and this jacket. We also get a surprise with these Infinix AI buds and AI rings for a full gear experience. Now inside it has your SVIP warranty card, paperwork, SIM ejector pin, glass screen protector that you'll install yourself, and this MagSafe casing. Underneath, you can find the phone itself na itatabi muna natin. Then we get a USB-C to USB-C cable together with a fast 100 watts power adapter. Alright, when holding the phone, ang solid niya. Nag-upgrade ito to an armor alloy structure which boasts an all-metal design for increased durability. Despite that, this phone still feels light to grip. Meron din siyang shock-absorb architecture so kaya niya ma-handle yung mga accidental drops. The back's anti-reflective frosted finish feels smooth to touch, which can be a smudge magnet to be honest, but madali naman siyang punasan. We like it. It looks more elegant than its predecessor with a futuristic vibe that's not too much on your face. Now found on the right side is the power on and off, while on the left are its volume buttons. Sa bottom part naman, you can find its dual SIM tray, main microphone, USB Type-C port, and one of its speakers. The other one can be found on top together with the secondary mic, IR blaster, and a JBL logo. Something you won't miss sa design niya is the octagonal camera module that houses its 3 rear lenses. Meron din dito yung LED flash and a bioactive halo AI lighting system, which is yung makikita mo sa babang part. It's meant to light up for notifications, start of games, charging indicator, pati na din for self-timer when taking rear camera photos. You can play around with it in the settings to what you prefer. This unit that we have is in the titanium gray color, and there's also an enchanted purple option if you prefer. We like that Infinix added an IP64 rating for dust and water resistance here. It allows the device to withstand minimal water splashes or dips and specks of dust. Now checking out the display, sobrang nipis ng bezels niya right off the bat. The quality doesn't disappoint as well since it sports a 6.78-inch AMOLED screen with Full HD Plus 2436 by 1080 resolution, together with 144Hz refresh rate, 2160Hz PWM dimming, 1300 nits peak brightness, and HDR10 Plus support. Customizable din yung display sa settings, including tweaking the color style, turning on eye care, and adjusting the screen refresh rate. This display is nicely visible even under direct sunlight, and the colors look vivid, pati yung blacks niya look inky. Okay na okay siya pang binge watch on Netflix or just consuming media. Now on the lower part of the screen is its in-display fingerprint reader, and it has been responding quickly in our experience din. I don't really have many complaints about its display, except sana nilagay na nila yung included screen protector. As I've mentioned earlier, Infinix also kept yung collaboration nila with JBL, so the sound quality is actually really good with its stereo speaker for the price. It is mostly dynamic and satisfying even if the volume is set to max. It doesn't sound too distorted. Tapos when we tried the Infinix AI buds with it, we got a really dynamic experience. Ang seamless ng connection and the quality is almost comparable to flagship earbuds. If you enjoy yung well-rounded, leaning more on bass na sound, then you'll enjoy the AI buds. Pwede mo din i-customize sa AI Mate app yung sound mode niya and utilize its cool feature of real-time interpretation. Additionally, you can also use the AI Buds' casing as an instant camera capture button. We're excited to know more about Infinix's upcoming AI of Things ecosystem. Kasama na din dun itong AI ring for AI-empowered health monitoring that already comes with a charging case. Sabi ng brand, meron pa silang AI speakers coming soon, so alam nyo na guys. Anyways, one of the highlights of this Infinix Note 50 Pro Plus 5G is its cameras, especially its 50-megapixel periscope shooter with up to 100 times digital zoom. And I know the 100 times periscope zoom isn't new, but it is rare to get in a mid-range device. This is accompanied by a 50-megapixel Sony IMX896 with OIS main camera and an 8-megapixel f2.2 ultra-wide lens. For selfies naman, it uses a 32-megapixel selfie camera. Checking out some samples under daylight or good lighting scenarios, we often get sharp, bright, and natural-looking photos, especially when you see some sunlight dun sa shots mismo. The dynamic range is also very good. Then when using it indoors, it also shows great details and saturation, but it can be a bit shadowy at times. Add na din namin na okay siya for food photography as food shots don't look dull nor boosted in colors. Mukhang naturally appetizing lang. And then there's the wide shooter. Okay naman siya lalo na pag under daylight. Noticeably, the colors look a bit different from the standard mode, but we find it to have its own charm. Sometimes I favor it, other times mas gusto ko yung deeper colors ng AI normal mode. Either way, you can expect very good details and contrast with it na pwedeng-pwede na pang group photos. Pag zoom naman natin, mapapansin mo that AI comes in the mix here. And in the best way. Ine-enhance niya talaga yung details so we get shots that are usable for social media postings. May mga tendencies that it will get grainy pa din, but we think the quality is still great considering its range. Again, this device can take up to 100 times zoom. Mapapansin mo pa din yung details kahit na itodo mo sa 100 times. And that's good. And then for selfies, they come out decently nice and sharp. Okay siya ha, maganda yung pag-render niya sa skin tone, leaning more on cooler tones. And when using it for low light naman, selfies still look clear, but there can be some washed or noisy parts at times. Okay, checking out its AI night photography using its dedicated night mode shows some improvement, so we get brighter and sharper images. It's not that noisy, which is what we like, but we still suggest making sure that the phone is steady when taking a photo and shooting multiple shots pa din. If you love capturing moments through videos, this Infinix Note 50 Pro Plus 5G can shoot up to 4K at 60 frames per second with the rear camera and 4K at 30 frames per second naman with the front shooter. Other than getting high-quality videos, you can even use the ultra-steady mode kahit na 4K yung preferred settings mo with minimal crop. Usually kasi this is only available for 1080p settings, but it's a real plus to be able to utilize it at 4K ha. Now, the overall quality is a lot similar to the standard photo mode, looking bright, natural, and having an outstanding dynamic range. Medyo may konting warp effect lang kapag na-challenge yung stabilization, but most of the time, it still works smoothly. Pasado siya for casual vlogging. Okay, talk about its internals. Inside the Note 50 Pro Plus 5G is a 3.35 GHz 4nm Dimensity A350 Ultimate A-core chip with a Mali-G615 MC6 GPU. Meron din siyang 256GB UFS 4.0 storage and 12GB of RAM that can be expanded up to 12GB more virtual RAM. Sa benchmarks, it performs like an upper mid-range device despite having a mid-range price tag. It can handle demanding tasks with ease and manage heavy title games at high settings without much lag. Nag-test kami ng mga games and so far medyo kaya niya yung medium to high settings mostly. Not gonna lie, my slight heating for titles such as Genshin Impact and Mobile Legends, hindi naman siya to an alarming hot level, but it is more felt compared to when we were playing PUBG and Call of Duty Mobile na very mild heating lang. The X-Boost game mode packs a lot of nifty features that are actually helpful when you're focused on gaming. You can switch between 3 modes. Merong power saving, equilibrium, and performance mode. Of course, there's also memory cleanup here, pati na din screen record, image stabilization, sensitivity and responsiveness, mistouch prevention, bypass charging, magic voice changer, tilt controls, and even set the functions of the volume buttons for games. Halatang this device is well thought out na nakikinig si Infinix sa users nila. For OS naman, the phone runs on Android 15 with XOS skin on top. There are a few bloatware right out of the box na pwede mo naman i-uninstall if you're not going to use them. And there are also a number of customization options found in the settings to make the phone more personalized, as well as maximize Infinix's AI assistant Folax. Pwede mo ding i-take advantage yung mga AI features niya like an AI eraser, cutter, writing, note, wallpaper generator, translator, summary, and auto auto-answer. Then quickly on connectivity, this device is ready with 5G, 4G LTE, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.4, GPS, NFC, and dual SIM. Pagdating naman sa battery, the Infinix Note 50 Pro Plus 5G has a silicon carbon 5200 mAh battery with a rapid 100-watt wired fast charging. Pwede mo din siyang i-charge through 50 watts wireless charging and even be able to use its 10 watts reverse wireless charging. Pero grabe yung 100 watts fast charging, guys. When you use its dedicated charger, kaya niya mag-charge from 0 to 100% in just less than 40 minutes. Ang convenient niya kasi I no longer need to bring a power bank all the time. Tapos meron din siyang bypass charging, so the phone skips the battery charging circuitry and only draws enough charge for its current tasks. On day-to-day use, so far, I only need to recharge the phone at least one more time in a day. But if you're not a heavy user, like for casual texts and calls mo lang siya gagamitin, then it can actually last an entire day. Okay, before we talk about our final thoughts, here's a list of its pros and cons. All in all, I am overwhelmed with this phone, in a good way. It's feature-rich, delivers great performance and cameras in its range, outstanding battery experience, that full-screen display, and ang robust ng build niya. We can see a well-thought-out idea with Infinix's users in mind. For its official price of 17,999 pesos, we think it's a solid device that can provide long-term reliability. If you're interested, it also comes with a free Call of Duty Mobile t-shirt, a one-year View subscription, and a car charger when you purchase from official e-commerce stores until supplies last. And there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching this review. We hope it helped. If you're into gadget reviews and updates, please subscribe to our channel for more. Once again, this is Justin, and I'll see you in the next one.